As the poor gets poorer, the rich gets richer as Tinubu appoints APC National Chairman's son, Ganduje'S, as Director of Rural Electrification of Nigeria. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. President Tinubu appoints APC Chairman Ganduje'S son as Executive Director of Rural Electrification Agency. His appointment was announced in a press statement signed by Tinubu's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed and approved the appointment of Umar Abdullahi Umar as the new Executive Director of the Rural Electrification Agency. Umar is the son of ex-Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje of Kano State and the current National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC). His appointment was announced in a press statement signed by Tinubu's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale. The appointment came after the suspension of Ahmed Salihiju Ahmed alongside 3 executive directors of the agency from office. The statement also announced the appointment of Abba Aliyu as Managing Director and CEO, Ayode Bayoga as Executive Director, Corporate Services, Doris Ubo as Executive Director, Rural Electrification Fund, and Olufemi Akinyelure as the Head of Project Management Unit, Nigeria Electrification Project. The President expects all appointees in his administration to uphold the highest standards of transparency and accountability in the discharge of their duties and reiterates his determination to elevate the earnings of Nigerians for good governance and qualitative service delivery above the narrow interests of individuals who are entrusted to provide critical services to the Nigerian people, the statement concluded. Now, while announcing the suspensions of Ahmed Salihu Ahmed and others, the presidency said that in the light of a new findings unearthed during a comprehensive investigation into the financial activities of the Rural Electrification Agency, where the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the indefinite suspension of the Managing Director and CEO of the Rural Electrification Agency, Ahmed Salihiju Ahmed, alongside 3 executive directors of the agency from office. One is Olaniyi Alaba Netufo, Executive Director, Corporate Services, 2, Baka Saju, the Executive Director of Technical Services, and Sadatu Balgore, Executive Director of Rural Electrification Fund, REF. Furthermore, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered a wider investigation into the conduct of the aforementioned officials in a fraudulent expenditure amounting to over 1.2 billion naira over the past 2 years, some of which has already been recovered by anti-graft agencies. By the directive of the President, the following qualified Nigerians are appointed to serve in the new management team of the Rural Electrification Agency, where in acting capacity with immediate effect. These appointees are Abba Abubakar Aliyu, the Managing Director and CEO, Ayode Boyega, the Executive Director of Corporate Services, Umar Abdullahi Umar, the Executive Director of Technical Services, Doris Ubo, Executive Director of Rural Electrification Fund, and Olufemi Akinyeleru, Head of Project Management Unit, Nigeria Electrification Project. The President, in the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, expects all appointees in his administration to uphold the highest standards of transparency and accountability in the discharge of their duties and reiterates his determination to elevate the yearnings of Nigerians for good governance and qualitative service delivery above the narrow interest of individuals who are entrusted to provide critical services to the Nigerian people. Now, the Kano Judicial Division of the Federal High Court has discharged the ex parte order of injunction shielding former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, his family members, and political associates from prosecuting for corruption. Ganduje is the current acting national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC. Now, far back as of July 2023, a federal high court in Kano restrained the Kano public complaint. We should recall that, and the Anti-Corruption Commission and other security operatives from harassing, arresting, inviting, or detaining Ganduje. And the court also restrained them from arresting Ganduje'S family members or any appointees who served in his administration. The presiding judge, in the person of Justice A.M. Liman, gave the directive as of July 7, 2023, and furthermore, Mr. Falana submitted that the Federal High Court lacks the power to grant the request of the former governor to shield his family members and political associates, numbering over 1,000 state commissioners, heads of statutory agencies, and local government council officials from arrests, investigations, and prosecutions for corruption. And in the judgment delivered, the Kano Judicial Divisions of the Federal High Court discharged the ex parte order of injunction, except as it relates to the allegations that former Governor Ganduje had received a bribe of 5 million naira, $5 million rather, from a contractor. The trial judge, Justice Liman, ruled that the issue of the video of $5 million bribe is a federal offense that cannot be probed by the State Anti-Graft Commission. The judge, however, agreed with the submissions of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria in the person of Falana for the Anti-Graft Commission that the Federal High Court lacks the jurisdictional competence to investigate allegations of corruption leveled against former Governor Ganduje, his family members, and political associates. And in his reactions to the judgment, Mr. Falana disclosed that he had been instructed by the Anti-Graft Commission to appeal against the decision of the Federal High Court on the $5 million videotape. The human rights lawyer said that the $5 million involved in the bribery scandal was allegedly collected by a sitting Kano State governor from a contractor who was handling a project from the Kano State government. To that extent, the Federal High Court erred seriously in law, as the allegations disclosed against Dr. Ganduje pertain to state offenses and have no element of a federal offense whatsoever. The then Kano State Governor Ganduje was caught on camera receiving bills of dollar notes from a contractor and stuffing them in the pockets of his babariga attire. That is what it is called. Upon his leaving office in May 2023, the state's Anti-Corruption Commission asked Mr. Ganduje to appear before it to clear his name on the scandal, but he declined the invitation. He rushed to the Federal High Court and obtained an ex parte order. The Federal High Court granted an order which restrained Kano State Anti-Corruption Commission from investigating Ganduje, his family members, and political lieutenants, pending the determination of the substantive suit. The order was subsequently challenged by the State Anti-Corruption Agency.